Most training programs, if you think about it, always talk about the frontline staff, just them serving the clients. But not many programs are there for the internal staff, those on the back end who are running the operations on the back end. They're not client servicing. How will you encourage them to even create delightful experiences for their internal stakeholders?
Well, I think within our industry, like I said, we're here to make people happy, and it doesn't matter if you're working in a front-facing role or if you might be in finance or talent and culture. We all have to work together. So what we do here, and especially what we've been doing over the last 18 months since COVID hit, was many of our heart of house colleagues that might work in finance or talent culture have actually been working in front of house roles, in guest facing roles. And so it's given them I guess another angle and to see actually what the front of house team do, and to understand and respect actually the work they really do. And I think in many hotels I've worked in around the world, there's been regular monthly change department where someone from finance goes and works as a chef, or someone in IT goes and works in food and beverage or something. And I think that gives them the perspective then of, well, you know what, this is what now I know what they're dealing with. And it's not always easy dealing with the public. We're dealing with human beings that we all have emotions, and sometimes we're having great days and other days we're not having a great day. And so when you get a guest that's not having a great day, it's a real talent to be able to turn that into a delightful experience.
What do you think to companies who keep spending money on the front end, of the staff, but not many
it's unsustainable, because if you don't work it inside out, like Marcus does with these teams. And it's interestingly, one of the things, Marcus, if you remember, we had a session about the greatest contributor. And what we do, we did the circle of contribution. Everyone gets delight points, and they give the biggest amount to someone that contributed the most. And if I remember correctly, it was the lady that helps recruit. And everybody just amazingly thanked her, because in the environment in Singapore now, it's very hard to get foreign talent. And she was working day and night to contribute to others. So when you have a culture that creates the ability, that a mindset of delight, that everybody wants to contribute to each other, it's much easier, because I'm having your back, you're having my back, I'm working for you, I'm working with you, and there's a lot of appreciation going on. So what Marcus talently did, he just make everybody feel part of the business. And they have a very good chain, a core. They train a lot, so they really help the employees to improve all the time.
Right. And also within a core, we call our team members heartists. So because hospitality is an art, but it comes from the heart, and so by calling them heartists, we understand the importance of what we want them to do, what we expect from them, and they understand what's expected from them as well. We also introduced a couple of years ago a Kenla training, and that was basically to make our colleagues understand that they can make a decision. They are empowered to make a decision. And if you can't make a decision, then escalate it, but don't say no to a guest. Don't say cannot la. And it's interesting, the results we've had from that in our guest satisfaction were quite telling. But the satisfaction it gives the colleagues for them to understand that actually I'm empowered to make a decision. And I think that's very important, especially in a culture like we are here in Singapore.
Wow, Marcus, I think there are a lot of companies that can learn from this. We always talk about empowerment, but that's a very loose word, right? I've heard it in a lot of organizations. You're empowered to do this, but people still feel afraid.